Blackcat650 Gaming here, and welcome back to Assetto Corsa. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started here. And, shit. Things have already started to go wrong. Don't worry about it. Oh god. Maybe you should be worried about it. Anyway, so, hold on, let me move the microphone closer to me. I tried, I can't, okay. Anyway. So I did finally get my G27 steering wheel thing to function. I apparently was installing the wrong thing, but whatever. The important part is I can now, well, play this game. And also, you might, well, this whole talking thing is working really well, you know? Alright, let's try this again. So a couple things. First off, the speedometer at the bottom of the screen is still in kilometers per hour because I forgot to change that to miles per hour. However, the speedometer in the actual car is in miles per hour, being an American car. So yeah. And if you don't know, I am currently using Ryzen. I'm no longer in my old, oh shit, I believe it was Bulldozer Architecture 8350. I'm now running Ryzen 1700. Same graphics cards though, but you know, whatever. New RAM, faster, better, DDR4 RAM. So yeah, I can already see like a huge improvement in this game. Like, you know how before it would stutter along sometimes? Like, I'd be driving and then just all of a sudden it would freeze up for a second and then keep going? Yeah, it's not doing that anymore. And I do still have the FPS and such in the top left of the screen, as you can probably tell, because it's pretty gigantic. That's still there because I forgot to turn it off. So, but it is still kind of interesting to see, you know, what all this game does. For instance, it's only using, you know, 1.8 gigabytes on both cards, both graphics cards, and it's really not using the processor all that much. And I did limit the FPS to 60, so it probably actually gets a fair bit better than that. So I could probably actually up the graphics a large amount. Oh shit. I believe I set the mirrors to be as high quality as they can be. I could be wrong on that, but well, you know what? I think some of the settings were medium. Whatever. I'm pretty certain that while I'm not recording, I could probably run this game max graphics. Well, maybe not max, actually. Still, though, I could run them fairly decent. So, yeah, that's a thing. There's another game that I need to check and see if I can run well now. I don't have it installed yet. I'm like behind on installing things right now. I've really just installed the games that I wanted to test out on the new processor and games that I need to record. So, yeah. Oh, shit. Okay. So I'm not actually supposed to record this episode yet. I was supposed to record Half-Life 2 episode 16 again, but I'm not real interested in doing that right now, so yeah. Although my sister had a great idea. I should have made the Half-Life 2 episode 16 that I had recorded previously that didn't have any audio. Should have made it a silent movie, so you know I'd have the film grain over it, those little random burn marks, and it'd be a silent film, so I'd have just one. At some point there'd be a few frames of, you know, words. I just thought that'd be pretty awesome. You know, I actually have a silent movie. It's on 8mm film, and I have an 8mm film projector because that's just what I do. I don't know. So I don't have any of the other stuff set up on here. I don't have the pedals thing that I like to have. I don't have the lap time thing. Oh, there goes the cap off of the top of my shifter. Okay. Whatever. But yeah, I mean, it definitely seems to run a lot better than it used to, because, as you can probably tell, it hasn't... Shit, just did it. Well, it's definitely not freezing up as much, and it's not nearly as severe. It's just like a real quick stop now. So it's not too terrible anymore. I would, however, like to point out the fact, I've said this numerous times, but yeah, this game runs a lot better than Forza Horizon 3 does. And, you know, this game looks pretty damn good, and it has semi-realistic physics, whereas Forza has physics, just in general. But, you know, whatever. Oh, shit. Another thing, though, is that this game actually uses both of my graphics cards fairly well. Whereas Forza, it barely uses one. It usually throws all of its stuff onto the processor. Which is really quite annoying, actually. Well, it used to be. Now it's not as bad, but it's still annoying, because I have two 4GB GDDR5 graphics cards in SLI ready to, you know, do some work, but no, it's gotta send all the shit to the fucking processor. And I mean, one of the kick-ass things about DirectX 12 was gonna be that you could mix your graphics cards. You could have an AMD and an NVIDIA graphics card, and they would both run. You'd have shared memory then. But it doesn't make a difference if it doesn't use the fucking graphics cards. Honestly, the game that utilizes both graphics cards the most that I found so far has been Fallout 4. It actually puts a shit ton of load onto both graphics cards. Whereas games like Grand Theft Auto 5, it just uses one. Oh shit. I mean, they're both DirectX 11, and they both do SLI. And then there's this game that does it too, but this doesn't seem to do it as well. It's usually a higher load on the graphics cards. I don't know, I'll mess around with the graphics settings and see if I can't run even higher graphics. Ooh. While still having, you know, decent frames, decent FPS. I mean, the only reason I limited the game to 60 FPS is because that's how I record the video. I record the video at 60 FPS, so I figure it's probably best if the game itself is running at 60 FPS. But who knows? Oh, here's a G. Here's a G. Ah. So if you can't tell, I do have the track IR running as well. Corner cutting. Back end sliding. Corner cutting. Yeah, it was a bitch to get the steering wheel and such to Jesus. To actually work. Apparently, I just didn't download the right Logitech gaming software 5.10. I needed 5.10.127 or some shit like that. Like, seriously? I didn't even see that on the download page, but somebody had a link to it that was on Logitech's website. I don't know, whatever. It's just annoying. But let's go ahead and just screw around now. Because I've gotten some decent times now, but what happens if I do this without traction control? Any traction control at all. Oh god. Oh boy. That's what happens. Okay. Things slide. Now I am unfortunately driving a Mustang, so when I go and crash into a crowd of people, that would be why. Unfortunately, they have not added any Dodge vehiculars yet. Might have something to do with the fact that they don't turn at all, even slightly. Ooh shit. Ooh shit. Nailed it. Nope. That was such a great use of shifting up. Ooh shit. I don't know of many games that are fun to play and are actual, like, practically exercise, but this is one of them. Especially when you turn traction control off. Then it gets really difficult. Yeah, it's been sitting at a pretty good 60 FPS this whole dang time. I don't know why I said that way, but whatever. Holy crap, this actually is a better lap time than the last one so far. This bit up here might change that, but whatever. This is such a hard corner. Shit. See? I knew it. This corner always fucks me up. Last corner. Don't hit the wall. Go. Huh. Yeah, having driven a Dodge Challenger, I can tell you that they don't corner. Like, at all. The whole cornering thing is not on its list of things to do. It sounds nice and it looks cool, but it does not corner. Alright. It's time to just really fuck around. Well, I fucked around too much and fucked everything up. Oh well, whatever. Slide a bit, bitch. Oh shit. So this isn't going especially well, huh? Whee! Hooray. Well, I didn't die yet, and I haven't cracked the windshield, so that's pretty good, right? This isn't exactly a light vehicle, I can tell you that much. Okay, and I am loving this processor so far. I've done some benchmarks and it's kept up with like the 6950K, I think it is, 6950X. It's kept up with it. It doesn't beat it, and the 6950X is still a better processor, but not by too much. I do have this overclocked, as you can tell by the 3.7, because this is a normal 1700, it's not the 1700X, which has a higher clock. Yeah. I actually had this running at 4 gigahertz once, for a little bit, and it just went right up to it. My issue, though, is I can't give the processor enough voltage. It's really limited. It's limited to like 1.55 volts, and that is not enough to run it at 4 gigahertz. It'll run, and in Prime 95 doesn't shut down any of the threads or anything, but it doesn't run smoothly in a game, in an actual practical situation. It skips along a lot. So I think the issue before was I didn't give my processor enough voltage in the 8350, but whatever. That processor is now in my rendering computer. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that Intel i3 I got was, that was something alright. Not something good, though. Holy shit. So after this, I might do American Truck Simulator video. I'm not 100% sure yet. But it's definitely something I was thinking about doing. We check out the new DLC. I already did look at it. I did a thing with it. But I obviously did not record it. I'm going the wrong way, but it's okay. Because I'll make a U-turn into a wall. Because it didn't slide as much as I wanted it to. Yeah, the Challenger sounds better than this. So. Though my issue I have with the Challenger is it revs up to... Whoa, that was weird. You can get up to about 6K, 6 grand. And that's where it stops. It just stops it. I mean, when it's not in gear, it goes up to 42-ish, like around... It's hard to get it. Like, there-ish. But, yeah. Hold on a second. There we go. See if we can't, whoops. See if we can't destroy those tires real quick. I guess if we just give it some less brake. Could use a little more smoke, I think. Where are the reverse lights on this? I don't see any. Oh wait, is it at the bottom like it is on other things? I don't know. Yeah, it really doesn't sound appealing, does it? Well, I guess that'll do it for the video. So yeah, hooray! I can record this game at 60 FPS without it exploding. That's a nice change. Yeah. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like. If you didn't, don't leave a like, and I'll see you in the next video.